My friends, it's another beautiful morning here on our 91 acres of wild and rugged land here in Northern California. I've just had my breakfast, and now I need to go grab a shovel and walk off into the woods somewhere to do my business. So, if we're lucky, today will be the last day that I'm gonna have to go through this whole rigmarole, because we're gonna build an outhouse. If you've never pooped in the woods, au natural, I highly recommend it. At least try to do it once. It's different, it's weird, totally not used to it, but it's in our blood. It's what we had been doing for a long, long time before all this fancy toiletry came around. But of course, running water and sanitation is actually the difference between us getting sick all the time and being the healthy people that we are nowadays, relatively. Okay, that hole was just deep enough. Woo. So we picked out a spot. Shred quarters is here, and then the grumper is gonna be right over here. We're not gonna call it the crapper. We're not gonna call it an outhouse. We're calling it the grumper because that's what Aaron calls going out and doing his business. I just thought that was such a funny name. Building a grumper to go take a few grumpers. Hopefully more than a few if we dig the hole down deep enough. So we've got a lot of brush in this area, and I don't think it's gonna be too hard to clear out. This will only be, oh, you know, an hour, no problem. We're gonna get it done real quick, then we'll have the area to actually build this thing. So I've got my dad back out here helping out, which is awesome. It just so worked out perfectly that he was able to prefab most of the outhouse back at home, because he had this area surrounding his patio in the back where he parks his truck, and he wasn't able to park his truck in there, so he actually disassembled a big amount of his fencing, and we're able to use that because right now, as you know, lumber is super expensive. So we're actually able to save a whole lot of money and upcycle these materials and put them to use to be out here in the elements. It's all really nice redwood, and we've been messing around figuring out the measurements and the height of the seat and kind of getting everything all good. We went to Lowe's and we got a $20 soft close toilet seat. There were some cheaper options, but you know, this is high rent stuff out here. We got to be prim and proper. So we messed around in the backyard getting the thing dry fit. We think we got it where we need it, and we built it up there and then disassembled it, loaded it in the back of his truck, and now we've got it all in parts and pieces. We've got the ground cleared off a little bit. Now we got to dig a big hole, because you want a big, nice, giant hole so you don't have to dig a new hole every couple years. 6 feet, it seems very intimidating to dig a 6-foot hole, but that might be what it has to be.
This is one of the best digging bars, but
I've never heard of that. Digging bar.
It's like it's almost like a, you know, like a rotohammer, but it's hand-powered.
So Aaron's out building trails down below. We're working on this. Got my cousin Gino, my dad over here. And we got the laser level. The grade machine. Get this thing nice and flat. We're gonna use the water to help compact the soil when we're digging and all the dust and everything. Makes it easier to grade everything out, keep it level. So if you can kind of see the concept here, we got a skid. We'll have another skid. We'll try to get it level. That one's actually level right now, so that means that side needs to come down a little bit. We got the hole, and you saw earlier the seat. So kind of the idea is to be able to build it. We'll build it in place, or even be able to move it. If the hole fills up, we could move it back and dig another hole. So now that the hole is nice and narrow, got my Trail Boss tool, just the final end with the Rogue hoe on top. And it's so tedious. Inch an hour. Okay, so it's looking like, where are we at, Gino? I think
Not even 2 feet.
Yeah.
Gino did not want to use a tape measure
Here we
on
go.
anything today.
60 centimeters. We don't do inches out here, remember?
Good thing I
said.
don't know what that is.
I got the normal tape.
No, don't discourage me.
2 foot. We'll be lucky if we get to 3. A little tedious out here. What the heck are we building an outhouse for? We already got this one right here. All weather. Is it squattable?
Oh, absolutely. You got like a 4x4. And then check this out. Hey, can you hand me the teepee?
That's working. I can tell it's gonna.
Yeah. Kind of go like that.
Eyeballed
Oh.
it perfect.
Pretty good.
Pretty close.
So now we got the floorboards going in. They need a little bit of bracing underneath the middle so they don't sag and you trip and fall and go into the hole. So we bought this stuff to be the roof, and now we're actually also going to use it as a little bit of a shield to protect the wood from moisture and other things. Front, back, left, and right for any kind of spillage. So the goal with this is that we're gonna try to tell people to urinate out in the forest and only have number twos dropping down, because supposedly the real bad thing is when the urine and the feces mix, and all that is just bad news. So when you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm not gonna say, oh wait, what happened here? But that's gonna be our goal, is like most of the time we go use the forest when we can, and then we go have a sit when we need to take a sit. But the other thing is we're gonna try to cover up with dirt or wood chips or peat moss after every time someone uses it, and supposedly that really keeps things a little more fresh. When I was in China, we used ash, and it was amazing. You're in these rural outhouses and you're so surprised, where it's like, okay, I guess this is working. We've got 4 posts, we've got siding, we've got a floor, we've got toilet paper. It's all coming together. A couple more things. About 97 degrees right now, or 29 degrees centigrade.
Bam.
Should have waited till we were ready to christen it.
I know, it's a little early.
I don't think another YouTuber has one of them yet.
So Gino's a union carpenter, and he was telling us all about the tools of the trade. He's got the Pika pencil, which is a super nice pencil. And then check this sticker out on his tape measure. You write your measurements, and then you can just lick them. Oh yeah, it's too hot for the camera, but take our word for it. You can lick off the things, because he was saying by the end of the day, he's got stuff written down everywhere, measurements on his pants. This looks so good. Good way to end the day by spilling the entire contents of the fasteners bin. Complete torture, but I got it all in. Oh wait, there's still one. We gotta get a sign going on this thing, and Gino's got a handheld router, and I might be able to write something up here, and ooh, here we go. The Grumper. Well, I'm pretty happy with this. A nice one-day build. It took a little more than 1 day since my dad started early, but oh man, it's totally usable now. There's still a few different things we need to do. Probably put a roof on, maybe go a little bit higher. But instead of digging a hole tomorrow or tonight or in 5 minutes, I'll be able to go, and it will be fantastic. We also got some of these like wood chips and bark to put over the top once you finish up. And of course you also have to hit that once to signify that you're finished. I was just trying to hit that a little bit. I've never used an air horn before. That was me. We've got so many more projects coming from this giant piece of land. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Do me a favor. Go ride something new, and maybe I'll see you on the trail. I'm not going to be riding as much lately, but it's still possible. I'll see you on the trail.